I often run into clients who have all the necessary skills, experience, and ambition to take the next big step in their lives, but yet they are stuck. One of those anchors that keep us stuck in life, this means not making progress in things that are important to us. Sometimes what is holding us is sitting too comfortable too long. Too comfortable inside a bubble where everything is familiar around us. Familiar surroundings are often very enticing and very inviting, kind of like to stay there forever. But unfortunately, life requires us to break away from it from time to time if we want to get something accomplished. When I think of those perfectly comfortable times at that bubble, I remember living with my parents in a protected world. Everything was familiar. My school, my teachers, my neighborhood, my friends, everything around me was familiar. My world was small, but it was comfortable and cozy. There's nothing wrong with being comfortable and relaxed until it becomes the anchor that is holding us captive in a place where we don't want to be any longer. Then, in that case, we become prisoners of our own comfort zone, prisoners of the familiar world around us, when we need to partially step out of this comfort zone in order to get something important done, to accomplish a personal goal. Life often requires some degree of discomfort in order to grow, to move ahead towards our goals. And this rule applies very literally in the physical world. It's not just philosophical. That's what I mean. And I'm sure many of you have very good examples to provide from your own experiences. Many of you know exactly what I'm talking about when you made a hard decision to move away from home, when you moved to a different city, to a different country, a different culture, or plunge into a life with a different language, or take that journey, that job away from home, away from your friends. And it was hard and it was painful to some degree, I'm sure. Many of you know exactly what I'm talking about, and maybe you can contribute by writing to us with your stories. But for those of you who know you can do better, but just the thought of having to leave your friends, your family, your familiar surroundings is too scary, it's too hard, which by the way is very human and very normal to feel that way. But you may want to change that. Some of us are better at change, some of us are less good at change, and some of us are forced to change. But things don't need to stay that way if you want to become better at expanding your comfort zone and become more agile at changes in life. It is possible. Getting better at expanding your comfort zone is like exercising a muscle. With the right amount of work and exercise, you can attain important transformations. There are ways to start building your confidence to expand that comfort zone. One way to exercise the expansion of this comfort zone is to consciously change some of your most familiar habits on purpose. You can start by the most basic ones. Change your usual route from home to work. Explore new streets, explore new neighborhoods in your city. Open conversations with people who are different from you. Change weekend activity. Start practicing a completely different sport, pick up a different hobby, sell your old car, buy a new old car. And as you make progress bringing new experiences into your life, you will start enjoying them and you will feel more and more comfortable stepping out of that comfort zone into new territories. And you will be able to use this, moving to a place where you want to be, learning to make new friends from scratch. Then practice this every day, doing something new, or at least weekly. Force yourself into a new, uncomfortable situation systematically. That's the idea. Challenge yourself in the little things because you will be building your change muscle for the big things. And that may be the tool that you need to go out and conquer your next goal.